It was a simple mistake. A wrong button in the Pentagon elevator. 3 colonels told me I didn't belong. That my clearance was a joke. Then, the elevator kept going. Past the secure floors. Down to a level that doesn't exist. The doors opened to a blue-lit hell, and my dead grandfather's visitor badge started humming on my chest. A voice said, "Thorn Vivian. Proceed for debrief." The colonels just stared. Frozen. Because that elevator, it didn't open for them. It opened only for me. And now, they want to know why. The inheritance was a key I didn't know how to hold. My grandfather, Major Elias Thorne, left me 2 things. The memory of his steady hands guiding mine on a fishing rod, and a yellowed Pentagon visitor badge with my name typed beneath his. I thought the badge was a relic, a mistake, until the Facilities and Legacy Assets Department called me in. In the belly of the Pentagon, in an elevator with 3 stone-faced colonels, I brushed a button I shouldn't have. The air turned to ice. "You're on the wrong floor," one growled, his voice carved from authority. But the elevator didn't listen to him. It descended past all known levels, into a silence so deep it swallowed sound, and opened onto a corridor bathed in cold, sterile blue light. My grandfather's badge vibrated against my heart, its blank back flashing a code I was never meant to see. Thorn Omega, 7. The colonels didn't move. They just stared, their world of rules and ranks cracking open as a synthetic voice announced my name for a debrief I never asked for. The door hissed shut behind me, sealing me in. My grandfather's calm was gone. All that was left was the hum of the badge and a terrifying truth. I was exactly where I was supposed to be. And nothing, not the Pentagon, not the colonels, not even the past, was going to let me leave. The lockbox didn't hold answers, only deeper silence. After the funeral, in the hollow echo of my DC apartment, I opened the military green case my grandfather willed to me. It smelled of machine oil and distant memory. Inside, no heroic letters, no medals, just the artifacts of a quiet technician. Schematics for dead radar systems, a photo of a young man beside a jet with its insignia scrubbed into oblivion by time, and a plastic Pentagon visitor badge. The badge was the color of old teeth, his name, Major Elias Thorne, embossed and faded. Slotted below it, on a crisp white label that hadn't existed when he was alive, was my name. Vivian Thorne, escort required. A ghost of bureaucracy. Sentimental error. I slipped it into my wallet, a tiny shield against the grief, and went back to a world where my biggest secret was the Wi-Fi password. 2 weeks later the call came. A voice, devoid of emotion, from a department I'd never heard of, Legacy Assets. They had personal effects to finalize. Could I come? Bring the legacy badge. It felt like the last chore of love, a final signature on the paperwork of his life. I put on my armor, a navy blazer, professional heels, and walked into the south parking entrance of the Pentagon, a cathedral of calculated power. The process was a ballet of silent efficiency. Temporary badge issued. Escort assigned. A young ensign who pointed me towards car 7 before darting off on another errand. The elevator was a vault of brushed steel, its control panel a constellation of cryptic initials. A for administrative, M for maintenance, S for something else. My finger aimed for 3. It brushed against the blank, recessed circle beside it. The world shifted. The panel dimmed. The circle glowed amber. Verify scrolled across a hidden screen. My breath hitched. Mistake. The doors opened. 3 Air Force colonels entered, their presence filling the space with a gravity that pressed the air from my lungs. One pressed him too. The car descended. I became a ghost in the corner. The one with iron gray hair and eyes like flint saw my day pass. Saw the amber light. His voice was a low rumble of polished oak, the sound of authority itself. "Ma'am, you're on the wrong floor." He explained, with the patience one uses on a lost child, that the button was for cleared personnel only. That the car would not obey it for me. I was a speck of dust in the machine. "It was an accident," I whispered, my face aflame. But the elevator was broken. Or I was. It passed the lobby. It passed M1. It passed M2, the colonel's destination, without slowing. Down we went, into the earth, into a pressure change that popped in my ears. The colonels fell into a stunned silence. The one who spoke watched the floor indicators, his jaw a hard line, his certainty unraveling second by second. Then the time. Different. Deeper. A sound of finality. The doors opened on another world. A corridor of stark, seamless gray, illuminated by the cold blue glow of LED strips. The air was refrigerated, sterile, carrying an ozone tang like after a lightning strike. Opposite us, a seamless reinforced door with a single red glowing keypad. No one moved. The elevator hadn't opened for them. It had opened for me. The colonel turned. The authority was gone, wiped clean from his face, leaving behind pure, naked shock. His eyes dropped to my lanyard. To the old yellowed badge I'd clipped beside the new one. It was humming. A high-frequency vibration against my sternum. I looked down. On its blank back, green text materialized from the void. Thorn Omega 7. It scrolled, vanished. The badge had spoken. The elevator had listened. Everyone just stood frozen. From a hidden speaker above the ominous door, a voice, synthesized into genderless perfection, sliced the silence. Identity confirmed. Thorn Vivian. Proceed for debrief. Debrief. The word wasn't a request. It was a verdict. This was no clerical error. This was a destination. My grandfather hadn't left me a memento. He'd left me an appointment. The colonels erupted in a chaos of sharp, bewildered demands. What is this? That clearance was deactivated. Their world of rules was crumbling and I was the earthquake. With a resonant clunk, the magnetic bolts in the reinforced door disengaged. A choice. Back into their world of impossible questions? Or forward into the blue unknown? I took a breath. Felt the ghost of my grandfather's steady hands. Felt the hum of the badge, his final unanswered lesson. I stepped out. The doors hissed shut behind me, severing me from the known universe. The corridor was utterly silent. The red keypad glowed like a cyclops's eye. I was alone. I was on the wrong floor. And for the first time, with a dread that was also a terrible, thrilling certainty, I understood. This was exactly where I was always meant to be. The debrief was waiting. And my real inheritance was just beginning.